5,
4,
3,
2,
1. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very much appreciated. I will take that to heart.
Welcome everyone to Roundtable Rankings.
Yeah.
And I say we, I'm Caleb.
Yes.
This is
I'm Josiah.
the beautiful Josiah.
Oh, thank you.
You can find us on YouTube. Join us on YouTube at Roundtable Rankings.
Yep.
We are doing this. It's a podcast, so you're listening on Spotify or wherever you're listening.
Yep. Yep.
But the most entertaining place to enjoy this is YouTube.
I personally believe so.
Josiah and I rank the top 5 of anything and everything.
Yes, we do.
Because we can. That's why. And does our opinion matter?
No, but who's going to stop us?
Right. We are continuing our series. We're doing every other week. We have a Pokemon top 5, Pokemon types. And today's type is electric.
Yep. Not one of my favorites. Not one of my favorites.
In the air.
Dude, I Static Shock myself all the time, though.
That was a great show. I don't know. Did you ever see Static Shock?
No, I did not. I've never heard of that, actually.
So I think it was you're a little too young for that.
Probably.
No,
I feel old, though, because I've recently turned 20. And so.
Oh, please. I mean, I'm not that old either, but I'm older than 20.
It's true.
I'm in my mid-20s.
Mid-20s. It's a good one.
You start, around, 2021, they say you should start feeling in your prime, but I definitely started feeling older.
It's just because, 18, you're like, oh, well, I'm an adult, but you're still, you're in high school at 18. So
right.
It's whatever.
Well, for some people.
Yeah, a lot of people. Or you're just out of high school. It's
right.
Really. But, I'm just in high school. I'm not grown up yet. And then at 19, it's I'm still a teenager. Then at 20, you're like, holy crap. I have to start looking at houses and, getting out of my parents and, growing up.
Well, you don't have to.
Well, you don't have to.
That's just what the world tells you.
That is true. But at the same time, I also want out of my parents' house. So.
Well, there you go then. So, yes, Josiah and I solve all the world's problems on this podcast and also talk Pokemon.
We have 2 jobs, and it's solve the world's problems and talk Pokemon. It's pretty easy, actually.
We don't usually talk, if you're new, we don't usually talk Pokemon, but it just so happens that we missed last week's.
We did miss last week's.
Yes. So we've been trying to stay consistent, but one every 2 weeks. We actually talked last week about once every 2 weeks, and it's not bad.
It's not bad. We could do it. Yeah. But I like the once a week thing if we can make it.
Right. All right, well, let's get into electric Pokemon.
Let's do it.
You said it was your least favorite. Why?
Well, I don't know that it's my least favorite, but it's one of my less favorites. If that's proper grammar, probably isn't. But I don't know why. It's just it doesn't have a lot of Pokemon that I like in it.
No, there's very little Pokemon in the electric type, but it's actually one of my favorites.
Really?
On my end, yes. And because I think that if Pokemon were real, they would be the most useful in today's world.
I guess that makes sense. You could power things with them.
Yeah, our electricity bills would be almost zero if we had electric Pokemon around.
That's true. So. Grab one of my honorable mention. I'll just start right off then.
Okay, go for it. Real quick though, people could get mad if Pokemon were real and we were farming them to use our houses.
That is true.
To use our houses to power our houses.
Anyway,
sorry. Go and honorable mention. Sorry, just
yeah. That's fine. But honorable mention: if you want to farm for your house, Mareep.
There you go.
Mareep.
I say Mareep. I don't know what the correct.
Okay. I don't either. I don't.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really. But it's fleece. It's wool coat. It grows as it builds charge. So you can just I don't know.
So there's 2 uses for
yeah.
You can charge your house, or charge whatever, run it, and also wool for clothing.
That's true. You could. Oops, punch my mic.
I have two. Is that you only have one honorable mention?
Yeah, I've only got one.
Okay, I have two. I'll just kind of three. But Vikavolt was one.
Okay.
And then the Plusle and Minum.
Okay. All right, got them. They're the two. The blue and red one.
Yeah, they're like the knockoff, like smaller Pikachus.
Yeah.
I
do like them. I do like them.
Yeah, they're cute, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
If I was, they would be like on other honorable mentions. They'd be on the table if I wanted to have like a Pokemon that's super strong that you wouldn't guess that would be super strong. Right. I would want a Plusle or Minum that's just totally beast.
Yeah, that is true.
Anyways.
Well, my number 5 is actually one of your honorable mentions. Vikavolt.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
I had never heard of him, and I was researching because I kind of haven't looked at all the Alolan Pokemon. That's not really been.
Yeah. And now there's a new generation too that's out.
Yeah, and there's Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon.
No, Sword and Shield, I think.
Oh, just Sword and Shield. Sorry, Sun and Moon was old.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said and Sun and Moon. That's Sword and Shield. But yes, Vikavolt, he's an electric type from the Alolan bit, I believe. And he, let me make sure. Yeah, he's from Sun and Moon, which is Alola, and he's also in Sword and Shield. Vikavolt, though, he's bug and electric. He evolves from Charjabug, which
looks like the crappiest Pokemon around.
It really does.
It's literally like a box.
Yeah,
with
it's
like pincers on it.
Maybe a battery. I give it.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, apparently a Vikavolt can carry around a Charjabug as a spare battery.
Well, it makes total sense now. I didn't know that.
And use it as a spare battery, and if it is carrying one, it can rapidly fire high-powered beams of electricity. Because why not? Why would you not want to do that?
Right.
I would love to do that personally. And apparently they're really good flyers and they're fast and all this stuff. And this is a Vikavolt. I'm showing the people on YouTube.
Yes. You have to get on YouTube if you want to actually see the Pokemon. I guess you could Google them, but if you're in your car driving, it's kind of dangerous.
Yes, this is true.
So, and if you're in California, it's illegal.
That's true. Fluster's, oh yeah, and it's very acrobatic, and it apparently preys on bird Pokemon sometimes.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Sticking to our trend of Pokemon dying.
Yes, we do like that.
Yes. Odd. I wonder what the tastiest Pokemon is.
I have wondered that personally. I'm kind of thinking Taurus, because it is a bull. So that's steak. It's pretty much
a Miltank.
Oh, a Miltank could be good. That would be like a milk cow.
Yeah.
Then
we don't really eat milk cows.
Yeah, I guess we don't. But it might be good. You could go a different direction and eat Executor or Execute.
Oh, yeah.
They're straight up eggs, and then he's got coconuts.
Yeah, that's true. That's
very
true.
I wonder if are there any other Pokemon with fruit on them?
I don't know. I'm not that great of. I
probably are.
I just can't pull them out of my head like that.
And if you live anywhere other than America, a lot of bug Pokemon would be food. So
yes, yes. All right, my number 5. I got to get my notes because I had my list.
Yes, yeah.
Because I don't remember exactly these names.
Zebstrika.
Zebstrika.
Yep.
That's right. It's okay. I go off of looks.
As do I.
Yeah. Very cool. I think it's very cool. And one of the things that always interests me about zebras, are they black with white stripes or white with black stripes?
I believe, if I remember correctly, they are black with white stripes.
See, no one knows. Something to ask the creator when we die.
Or we could go shave a zebra, but that too.
Okay, I guess. But anyways, these are black with white stripes. There's no argument. The
Got it.
Zebstrika is black with white stripes. And you can't ride them because if you noticed, it has a very spiky mane.
Ooh,
So that
would
wouldn't
feel very
good.
bad.
Yes, in the groin.
Yes.
I mean, I guess I didn't need to say that, but it was obvious.
Yeah, that would hurt.
Zebstrika, I didn't mention is Gen 5. I don't know the name of that generation, or whatever, but it's Gen 5. They are
He's from black and white.
Okay. The Zebstrika is very fast. Okay. They are said to be as fast as a lightning strike. So that fast.
Wow.
Which is like the fastest thing we know of.
Well, good thing you can't ride on them because your neck would get broken by the air.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a good reason to put the spikes on the back then. Your bones would just stay. Yep, everything would just separate. They think that it's based off of the Pokemon is based off of Helios's horses that pulled his chariot. If you don't know who Helios is, look him up because I didn't. Josiah, do you know?
I believe I do. Yes.
That's why I said it, because you're into that stuff.
Yes.
It's but anyways, his horses were named Bronte and Sterope. They're Greek words. Correct me if I'm wrong, Josiah.
That sounds right.
Okay, I don't know.
Probably,
but
I'm not sure exactly.
Those are the Greek words for thunder and lightning. So, and that's very his looks were based off of those.
Right. Horses. Yes. Well, I liked Zebstrika enough to put him at 4, actually.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No, I put Zebstrika at 4. So moves right into it. But yeah, I like him for a lot of the same reasons. He's real fast, he looks real cool, and he's spiky as frick. Yeah. So
and that's a common theme in all of the electric Pokemon.
It is. Spiky as frick is a good, if you had to create a tagline for electric Pokemon.
Spiky as frick.
Spiky as frick. Woo!
My number 4 is Luxray.
Okay. That's a good one.
Do you know what Luxray is? I don't know.
He's a dog?
I have no idea. I'm assuming he's more like a lion.
Yeah.
Or like a sphinx, or like a lynx, or a tiger. I don't know. A big cat. The Luxray has powerful eyesight that can see through objects and walls, like X-ray vision. That's
pretty cool.
Yeah, this is like Superman Pokemon. What the heck?
Seriously.
So, I don't know.
I'll give it to him. I have never heard of that. I did not realize there was a Pokemon that could see through walls.
I didn't either.
So I'll give that to him. He has my respect.
Yeah, and I think he looks very cool. One more time for the YouTubers, or just Google him, YouTubers.
Yeah.
And and the Pokemons before that evolve into him are kind of cool too. It goes cute to like BA, you know.
Yeah.
And Luxray's Gen 4.
Gen 4, which I'm looking, and it is Diamond, Pearl, and he's in Platinum as well.
Okay.
For those of you who have actually played the games, because I haven't, I'm just on a website and it says the games he was in. So yeah, I'm a fake fan, I guess, but oh well.
But you covered yourself in the beginning by saying this is one of my least favorite types. So you don't spend a lot of time in the electric area.
This is true. I don't look at the electric type very much.
What is your favorite type?
My favorite type is either psychic.
I remember us talking about psychic.
I like psychic. I like fire.
Okay.
And sometimes I'll go for dark.
Yeah.
I like pretty good. But those are my favorites.
I think fire and water.
Water's pretty good. Water's up there, but
there's so many Pokemon that are water type.
There are a lot of water Pokemon. There are a lot of the reason though that Psychic is my favorite, which we've already done Psychic, but is because the first Pokemon card I ever really got was Mewtwo. And so he's my favorite Pokemon. And so Psychic is now my favorite. And I also like Hypno and all them. So
right.
And I like the color purple. So that helps.
Number 3.
Moving on, I have the evolution of the electric type, Jolteon.
Very cool Pokemon.
Very cool Pokemon. I love Jolteon, and I'm going to bet he's somewhere on your list later.
Maybe. I'm not going to give it away yet.
Yeah, of course. No, don't do that. So yeah, his hairs, obviously, another spiky as frick boy. Yeah. But his hair will like all stand on end if he gets like, when he gets like, and he can actually shoot his hair, his fur out like in needle bolts. And I'm going out of focus. Okay. And evidently, weird one, its lungs contain an organ that creates electricity. And when it breathes out, the crackling
not that I have it on my
sound,
list.
No, not on your list at all. But the crackling sound of electricity, it comes out when it breathes. That's cool.
Okay. It has a separate, so like you think your lungs, right? And the lungs are one organ.
Right.
But the Jolteon has an organ inside of the lung.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, he's just, I don't know, Jolteon, he's just like a little fast, like, zzz, and that's just what he makes me think of. Fast, zzz, and I love him. He's cool. He's spiky. I got him in Pokemon Go.
You should have like every Pokemon by now in Pokemon Go.
Well, yeah, I haven't really been playing, but he was the first evolution I got, so.
Right.
So that's ended up, I liked him, so.
Well, my number 3 is probably the most underappreciated Pokemon in the history of Pokemon. I feel so bad for this Pokemon. Okay.
I think I know which one it's going to be.
It's Raichu.
Yep.
Yes.
Raichu.
Poor Raichu. Raichu is the evolved form of Pikachu. It's totally cool. Okay. It looks totally cool,
actually.
But Pikachu has just taken it. It is Pokemon. Pikachu is Pokemon. Okay?
Yeah, he is. There's nothing you can do about it. Raichu got screwed. Right. They made Pikachu not only like the face of Pokemon, but he is Pokemon.
Right. So I've always loved Raichu, but I'm happy that don't get me wrong. I'm happy Pikachu is the face of.
Right. Yeah, he's great. Pikachu.
But I wouldn't have any problem if Raichu was.
Right. Raichu's really cool.
He's really cool. So Raichu, I was reading about this. I had no idea about. Obviously, probably not too many people know about Raichu because.
Right. No one looks at him really.
Right. Nobody gives him any attention. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
So Raichu actually glows in the dark.
Whoa.
When he stores up a bunch of electricity, glows in the dark. Okay.
Wow, that's cool.
He can store 100,000 volts of electricity inside him. 100,000 volts.
That's a lot of volts.
That's enough to kill a man.
I think, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know exactly. Hold on. I'm going to look this up, but
look up how many volts it takes to kill a man. So, and then when he has too many volts or he needs more volts, he will actually stick his tail in the ground and search and like attract electricity, or he'll release electricity. So you can find out where Raichus hang out because there'll be like burnt places in the ground where they put their tails and electricity goes everywhere. And they'll actually share electricity by doing that too. But a bunch of Raichus stick their tails in the ground and they'll share and split electricity. I don't know if I mentioned this, but just like Jolteon, and I think people know, just like Jolteon, Pikachu cannot evolve into Raichu unless you use a Thunderstone on it. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Jolteon, yeah, you have to use a Thunderstone to evolve him because it's an evolution. That's generally how it goes. By the way, remember, 100,000 volts inside of Raichu. It takes the general rule of thumb, talking DC current, electricity.
I think it's little. I think it's very small.
Over 50 volts. Anything over 50 volts should kill a human
My
being.
guess was going to be 60, but okay, anything over 50.
Anything over 50 should kill a human no matter what.
So you probably shouldn't even touch a Raichu.
Probably not.
No.
So don't evolve your Pikachu, guys.
Not
Keep
that
your
any of us-
Pikachu.
Yeah, we don't. Josiah, this is the real world. We don't have Pikachus.
Oh, frick. Dang it, I forgot.
We can't tell people that we live in another universe with actual Pokemon. Don't.
Oh, yeah.
They might.
Yeah,
think we're
we
dumb.
don't do that, guys.
Yeah.
We don't
Pretend.
live Pokemon world.
The other interesting thing is that the website I was reading about Raichu is that the artist, like I said that, the artist, man, sorry, I hope I didn't make anyone go deaf there, actually had a third evolution ready for Pikachu Raichu evolution, but they had it ready to go. But then they decided to cut it when Pikachu was starting to get so popular, and they're just going to keep Pikachu around. They decided to cut that evolution out, that third evolution of Pikachu. So now there's only 2.
Do you have any idea what the third evolution looked like?
No.
Well, personally, I want to imagine what they should have done is they should have been like, oh, wow, Pikachu's really popular, and he could get more powerful. He turns into Raichu, and then so they should have just made it a massive version of Pikachu.
Huge.
Because it's like Pikachu's really small. He's the mouse Pokemon. Then he gets into Raichu, and he's bigger, and then, he just turns into Mega Pikachu.
Well, okay, they have megas, and we didn't
Oh, that is true.
say that before. These lists are not allowed to have any legendaries or megas in this list.
No megas, no legendaries.
Yeah.
Just because. But yeah, I actually regret not putting Raichu on my honorable mentions because I do like Raichu, and I did forget about him. Not gonna lie.
Okay, I found it. It's called Garochu. Oh my gosh, I'm glad they cut this. Okay.
Oh boy.
I think, I don't know if this is it or not, but that
Ew, if that's it, then I am very glad they cut it. That's disgusting.
I hope that's not it,
I hope not.
but there's just a bunch of different drawings on here, and
Yeah. But the biggest problem with Raichu is that no one wants to lose a Pikachu.
right.
It's Pikachu. He's what you think of when you think of Pokemon. So yeah, that sucks for Raichu. But but my number 2, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
My number 2, Electivire.
Electivire. Okay, you gotta have to show me a picture because it's the evolved evolution. It's like Elekid, then Electabuzz, and then Electivire. It's that one,
Yep.
right? Yeah.
Electivire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really
Also,
like
if you
him.
haven't been able to tell, Josiah and I have Samsungs. Samsung team. Yeah, let's go.
Samsung! Screw you up. No, don't. Please don't take us down.
No one's a sponsor.
No one's a sponsor. That's true. So, we have no sponsor. If you want to sponsor us, by the way, anyone at all, I will take $1, one singular dollar, and we will shout you out.
Yes, for
I'm
$1
in college for
You wanna-
$1.
What if we could make that a thing, Josiah?
That's true.
$1 ad. We
Yeah.
could get 1 million though.
A
Hey, but then
million $1.
Then there would just be an episode of us reading sponsors.
All right. So today we've got Jim's Tractor Company. Apple. Okay. Dungeons and Dragons.
The smallest companies.
Yeah.
around. Literally, we could get every company.
We could get
Small
every
business and
company.
everything. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry I interrupted you. Okay,
Yeah,
go on.
I forgot where I was talking about. Oh,
Number 2.
Electivire.
Yeah, Electivire.
Number 2, Electivire. I don't know why I'm doing that thing, the Winston Churchill thing.
Well, don't the Japanese, they do this in pictures a lot? Like the peace sign?
Yes, that is true. That is a thing.
Mhm.
A lot of people do peace signs, I guess, but yeah.
That's true.
That's the
I've
Winston Churchill
heard
victory
like
thing.
backwards means something bad
Oh,
in some countries. You're
did
not
not
supposed
know
to
that.
do this.
I
Yeah.
did not know that. That is interesting. That is
Mhm.
interesting. Anyway, so Electivire. Sorry, lost train of thought. I think he first showed up in Pokemon Platinum. Not sure. Once again, didn't play the games. But he has the two tails you saw on him. They're electric wires pretty much, and they it pushes so. What it'll do is it'll put those up against the enemy, and it will shock them with over 20,000 volts of energy at one time, which isn't as much as Raichu, but as we have established, definitely more than enough to kill a human being. So
what I'm getting from this is that Pokemon can withstand lots and lots of pain, I guess.
Electricity?
Electricity.
I don't know. That's
They can
pretty
be
impressive,
burned,
though.
like with flamethrower, fire. They can be
That
burned.
is true. They can be like smashed with rocks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Stabbed with ice.
Cut with leaves.
Oh.
And not die. No one dies.
No one dies.
Well,
yeah, how does that happen?
In the show.
That is true. In the show. As we've talked about, Pokemon definitely die, and we're kind of obsessed with apparently. So, but
oh boy.
Yeah. But, by the way, a single Electivire can provide enough electricity for all the buildings in a big city for a year.
Yep. There you go. Farming electric Pokemon is probably a thing.
Electivire. I'm just making an Electivire farm, and then his wires will go bzzz, and then you're good. Or just get some Raichus. No one wants them anyway. So
oh gosh.
Oh no. Okay, this is truly horrible.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh my gosh, my camera.
Oh no.
All right.
Your number 2.
My number 2. We have talked about him or she, Jolteon. So
let me check the gender.
Oh yeah, this is a big deal last episode about gender.
87.5% of Jolteons are male.
Yep.
12.5% are female.
They look male.
They do look pretty male. Yeah.
So I'm not going to repeat anything that Josiah said already, but I will say we've talked about Japanese mythology before.
Oh.
And they think that, or it gets kind of like its origins and based off of this thing called this Japanese mythology beast called Raiju. Yeah.
Okay.
Which kind of sounds like Raichu. I just now realize that.
It does.
So it might be pronounced completely different, but check this picture out if you can. That is Raiju. Raiju is a cat with a body made of lightning.
Oh, wow. That is kind of Jolteon-y. He's more of a dog, but that does,
Yeah. So, I mean, he looks kind of feline, I would say.
Yeah.
Jolteon? I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
well, I mean, it's fair, too, because they made Eevee, and so they had to keep them all kind of dog-ish, at least, because Eevee was a dog, so.
Yeah. Some of the more feminine evolutions do look kind of cat-like.
That is true. That is true.
Like an Espeon or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not going to repeat anything else. Jolteon is my number 2.
Jolteon is a very, very cool Pokemon. That being said, moving on to number 1. Number 1 Pokemon is probably the same as yours.
It is. I know it.
Number 1, we all knew it was coming. We all expected it.
Pikachu! Yeah. We really need to work on timing. We are terrible at timing.
It's bad. But that being said, it's Pikachu. What else could it have been? If you make it anything else, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Or you're trying to.
Nobody needs to see a picture, but because we're doing it for everybody else, I had to get the cool picture.
Pikachu!
He's awesome.
He's pretty cool.
Some people see Pikachu as this cute little mouse type Pokemon. I see Pikachu as a BA tough Pokemon. I don't know about you, Josiah.
I get both. I can get both.
That's true. I guess you can.
He is cute, but I get what you're saying. He is pretty freaking BA.
Yeah. Because of the show. The anime.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, he destroys in the show. I mean, he absolutely demolishes like everyone. Like it's like
Right.
that's pretty much a legendary Pokemon right there. And you just took him down as an unevolved Pokemon. That is pretty cool. All you are is a starter.
I didn't think about it before. We could have left Pikachu off this list because it was going to be number one for both of us, no matter what.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I think just because why not give Pikachu more praise? You know?
Why not? Always deserves it. Always deserves it.
Anything that you found interesting on Pikachu or that you – I don't know if people know this, but he's mouse type Pokemon.
He's a mouse type Pokemon. Those red dots on his face are sacs.
Yes. They carry the
electricity.
They store it
and just out of his face sack.
Wow. Oh, to have a face sack.
Oh, to have a face sack.
Okay. Anyways.
It will roast berries with electricity, by the way. So that's pretty cool.
Why would you roast a berry though?
I don't know actually why you would do that. That sounds weird. And I don't think people do that. But apparently Pikachu do.
I don't.
I don't. That is true. I will not speak for all people. I'm sure someone in history of the world has tried it.
Right.
But I don't think generally it's a thing people do.
The other thing that I found was very interesting that I never knew about Pikachu's, and I'm assuming Raichus do this as well, and maybe all electrical Pokemon, okay? And they would get very, very, very annoying. They will actually, to refuel on electricity, will eat electrical wires and telephone poles.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That is very annoying.
Yes. So there's the other reason that they can power your house, because you literally will not have any other means to power anything because they have eaten them.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that does suck. That is not great.
So now sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that being said, rabbits eat electrical wires. If you let rabbits around, so
yes, and I've seen mice do it too.
That is true. Mice and rats both are very annoying. Any type of rodent or small animal really with large teeth will eat the heck out of your wires.
Yes. And anyways, another fun story, okay, about Pikachu. So in 2008, Japanese researchers discovered a protein, okay, that helps carry electrical impulses from the eyes to the brain. Okay. They called it Pikachurin. That discovered protein, they called Pikachurin.
Cool.
After Pikachu.
Cool.
So again, Raichu gets snubbed. But
yeah, get fricked, Raichu.
Another check for Pikachu on the, tally.
Yep.
So
Pikachu 10 million, Raichu 0.
No, he got 1. He made my number 3.
That's true. Raichu 1.
He made Caleb's top 5 in roundtable rankings of electric Pokemon. I know that means a lot.
That's pretty good, actually. I think that might be worth 2 points.
Yeah, I think
Raichu's got 2.
And I'm sure at this point, Raichu will take as many as he can.
Yeah, I would. If I were him, pity points, any kind of point, I don't care what it is, just give them to me.
Yep.
I'd take them. Cheap shot points.
Yeah, so Pikachu is our number 1. Not even close.
Not even close. You have to.
He is Pokemon. Pikachu is Pokemon. I mean, not all Pokemon are Pikachu, but Pikachu is Pokemon.
This is true. No, that's a good point. It's a good point.
So I hope you all enjoyed Roundtable Rankings with Caleb and Josiah. Subscribe.
Subscribe on YouTube at Roundtable Rankings. Yeah, leave a comment. Follow us on Spotify if you prefer that. At also Roundtable Rankings. We're on Instagram at Roundtable_Rankings.
Yep.
And we are on Twitter at Rankings Round,
Yeah.
which will never fail to make me laugh because I still don't know how that happened.
And we are still struggling to create content on those platforms, but
Yeah.
bear with us. We will start.
We will definitely try and start very soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for listening and thank you for watching. See you next time.
Adios.